So I just wanted to discuss today, is it possible for you to grow broke as a business? Can you go broke profitably? You might think, what are you talking about, Greg? How can you go broke if you're making good profit in your business? Well, who's ever had cash flow issues at some stage of their business journey? Yeah, me too, I hear you say. You're not the only one. If you've had cash flow issues in the business, that's understandable because the majority of businesses face cash flow problems, especially when you're trying to grow as a company. And there can be a number of reasons for that. Now, many presume that cash flow issues are caused by a lack of profitability, but that's not necessarily true. And obviously, if you're showing poor profit in your business, then cash flow, no doubt, is going to be a bigger problem for you than a highly profitable company. That's certainly true. But you can still have cash flow issues in your business, even if you're a highly profitable company. So the fact that you're profitable doesn't mean you can avoid potentially going bust if you've got massive cash flow issues. So you just need to let that sink in a little bit. You can actually go bust even though you're highly profitable as a company. So I'm just going to give you an example of that. I'll just do a bit of a diagram for you and show you how that works. So let me give you an example. Let's imagine as a business you need to earn £10,000 a month to stay afloat. So let's say your overheads are sitting here at 10k a month. So that's what you need to earn every month. So let's imagine month one, you have a great month in month one, and let's say you earn £10,000 in profit. That's great. So you invoice £20,000 altogether. So you've paid out 10k, but you've earned £10,000 in profit. So that's brilliant, you might think. That's great, you're £10,000 up. But the problem is, you don't receive that £10,000 in month one. Let's imagine your customer, maybe you're on, the customer delays paying you, or you're on 30-day payment terms or something like that, maybe even worse, 60-day payment terms. So you don't actually receive a penny of that 10k that you've invoiced. So actually, your cash position at the end of month one is minus £10,000. Yeah, you're showing £10,000 in profit on your P&L, but you're actually minus £10,000 in cash flow. So then we go into month two. So let's imagine month two, you've still got those £10,000 overheads that you need to be paying each month. But let's imagine month two, you invoice, let's say, £25,000. Excuse the dodgy drawings here. So 25k you managed to invoice in month two. But actually, so let's change that, 25k in here. And you've got to pay out £10,000 for your overhead, so you're actually up another 15k. Yeah, so now you're £15,000 up in month two. If you add both months together, you can see you're growing profitably. You're now 25k up for months 1 and 2 as a business. That's fantastic, isn't it? You're making bundles of money. But the problem is, again, month two, you might be on 30-day payment terms again, or 60-day payment terms. So you don't actually collect that entire amount. So let's imagine in month two, you only managed to collect 5k of the 10 that you were owed the month before. So your 25k that you've invoiced, you're waiting to come next month, but you do manage to get £5,000 of the 10 that you'd invoiced the month before. So now, what's your cash position? Well, your net cash position now is your minus 15k. Yeah? So gradually, month one, you're minus 10k. Month two, you're minus 15k. So actually, your net cash position is getting worse and worse. I've drawn that graph really badly there, but I think you get the point out of here. So what's actually happening in your business is slowly you're growing broke. Your profit is showing that you're 25k up, but your net cash position is showing you're 15k down for the month, and it's getting worse. So you can see the issue here, can't you? So let's just go back to my screen. Now the problem is this is going to continue. You could make more and more profit each month, but if you're not addressing your net cash position, you could actually be about to go bust. Your net cash position is getting further and further into the red, and it's getting worse, isn't it? So that's why we've got the saying, haven't we, in business, that turnover is vanity, profit is sanity, but cash is king. That's the one to remember, isn't it? Cash is king. And we know that the lesson here, don't we? That you really need to protect the cash flow within your business. So ways you do that, you really need to ensure you chase your debt down. Don't agree to 30 or 60-day payment terms if you don't have to. But if you do, make sure you chase that debt down. Get your customers paying you regularly. And if you have to, if you're a big enough company, you may need to track your net cash position each month. And that might need to be updated every week, potentially. Now, it's relatively easy to track your net cash position. You can do it on a spreadsheet. Just need to keep tabs of what's going in and what's coming out. But the problem is with cash forecasting is you need to keep on top of it. For cash flow forecasting to be effective, you've got to keep on top of it and do it very regularly. So if you want some further help or ideas on how to improve your cash flow, well, I've got a great guide that you can have. It's called your Construction Survival Toolkit. So if you'd like a copy of that, it goes through a checklist of how you can ensure you survive in construction with your cash flow, and looks at all sorts of different areas that you can try and survive. So if you'd like a copy of that, then type in cash flow in the comments below, and we'll make sure we connect and I'll get you a copy of that over. But the lesson here really is that don't forget, you can go broke profitably, but if you protect your cash flow, you'll be all right.